So, Simon, on this tour, you've been doing some videoing at gigs.
Yes.
Do you want to tell us a bit about that?
You're going to be at the gig tonight. Why don't you
Bit of a surprise.
Why don't you just video it yourself from the audience? No, I'm not going to tell you about it. You have to wait. And
She
see.
already knows. She just wants you
I
to
was
say.
at Reading as well.
You're at Reading.
Uh-huh.
Oh, I think it's what can we say?
Well,
really?
I suppose it is the end of the tour, so it's not going to spoil the surprise for anyone in the future.
We found this indigenous Anglo-Saxon word that we want to reinstate into the English language.
Yeah, it was like the vagina monologues, wasn't it? It was like that, where we got lots of audiences.
So we think that
expressing their Anglo-Saxonness.
Yes, it's an assertion of.
You enjoyed that particularly, didn't you?
Yeah, I'm Anglo-Saxon myself.
Me too, right to the core.
Yeah, totally.
It's been liberating.
Yeah, well, it's been very, very funny actually. It's kind of the whole thing's gained its own momentum now, hasn't it? Basically, there was an article in the Guardian which was very facetious and actually quite funny.
It was just one of those throwaway remarks, wasn't it? It was a very funny article, but they stepped in the wrong place.
They
did.
got the wrath of the Carthy.
They did get the wrath of the Carthys. Well, because I mean,
should we just explain what it's about?
Yeah.
Because we were assuming.
What it's about is somebody in the Guardian thought it was
Koch.
his name just
Mr.
wonderfully
Koch.
happened to be Mr. Koch. Described, it was one of those off the cuff remarks about English folk music being arthritically white, and which we all got very offended by. And then there was also the fact that he said that Nick Griffin, the leader of the BNP, was a fan of mine. And I was like, it's just not possible. He can't be a fan of mine because of my body of work and blah, blah, blah. Mostly what we were bothered about is the English folk music being arthritically white thing. And basically we just wanted to send him a little message. So we've been going around on the whole tour, this London being the last gig of the tour. We've been going around the country filming thousands and thousands and thousands of English people going bollocks to Nick Griffin, which has been really satisfying, and we're hoping to make a beautiful montage.
The Scousers were the best. The board really good.
The Scousers were really into it. And there was that guy that whipped his top off.
Oh, that was Leicester.
He was good. He was in Leicester. He was good.
Yeah.
Trotters of East Peckham and Leicester.
But there is a bollocks to Mr. Koch as well.
Of course, there's a bollocks to Mr. Koch.
Yeah.
Hopefully more than one.
Yeah.
And then there's been a very, very interesting discussion on the Guardian website, which is still going.
Yeah, is it still going actually? Because
Yeah.
I haven't. The comments page on the Guardian.co.uk website. They put the Guardian invited me to write a response because I wrote an angry letter, and they wrote back saying this is too long for our letters page. Would you like to write a response instead, which is about the same length? And they put it up on the Guardian.co.uk website, and the response to that has been absolutely huge. I mean, generally the comments pages are maybe 30 or 40 comments, but the last time I checked, this one was stretching out to sort of 400 odd comments. All of them
They all
were
sign off
taking
BTNG.
They all sign off BTNG, which stands for bollocks to Nick Griffin. And so some days on this tour I've been writing that on my hand just to remind myself.
We like to enter into the political debate at a very high level.
Yeah. We're obviously very, very high-minded thinkers.
I mean, there is a serious side to it, of course, and we are all signed up to Folk Against Fascism, and I think
I think Nick Griffin's recent comments about Haiti in the news as well. Nick Griffin's recent comments about Haiti in the news were not very edifying either.
What did he say?
He said something about ingrates, and we shouldn't be thinking about them. We should be thinking about nice white people instead. And basically, but on this tour we've been collecting for Haiti, and we've got over £1,000 so far as well. So that plus the Folk Against Fascism leaflets and things that we've been making available just makes us all feel better.
It's funny, because Billy was on the last tour, and there was a very strong political agenda on the last tour about reclaiming Englishness. And this tour, we just thought, well, it's going to be more about the music. But we
haven't had that. We can't escape it.
We can't escape it.
But also, I mean, it is timely though, because we haven't been tub thumping so much on this tour, and we have been having more fun and all of that. But but we are actually living in an age where the BNP do leaflet English folk clubs. You know, John Bowden describes the end of Bellowhead gigs, you know, sweeping up BNP leaflets, and it is important. You know, you can't really look the other way when this kind of thing is going on. So
I was very, very active in Rock Against Racism back in the late 70s, and that was hugely successful in the Anti-Nazi League, and I think was kind of drove the far right off the streets, certainly off the football terraces, and we've all kind of been involved in that scene. We've all experienced it, you know, one way or other. So yeah,
my skinhead bashing days.
So this is the last date of the tour, so how will it feel when you get off stage tonight?
I think a bit sad, really. We want to get back on the bus.
yeah,
It's been great. It's moved quite fast, I think, and yeah, we just look forward to a whole summer of festivals, which would be awesome to do. It'll be great.
Okay,
Get
so
the gang.
we're going to do another one.
Be
We're
like
talking
Blues
about
Brothers.
if we can.
Putting the band
Try and
back
do
together.
one.
put the band back together.
Sort of maybe in October if we can.
Yeah.
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 It's very difficult putting this band together.
There's a lot of us.
Yeah.
There's a lot, and everyone's got commitments. Everyone's really busy, but we'll do it because we're all very, very committed as a group. And we're also, this record, we're all kind of equal partners in it. We've all got equal shareholders. We've started our own label, so there's a real sense of, you know, making it want to happen for the band. Pretty much based on the kind of Chris Wood Rough Records models, and more folk bands are doing that. But that again goes back to my punk roots. When you used to set up your own record labels, but then you've done that with Dole Foundation.
Dole Foundation, yeah.
I did that as well. Me and Marty Green set up a label as well.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Way to go.
Yeah.
So, and what's next for you each as individuals as well?
Can't see beyond the sound check at the moment. Yeah. I mean, what day is it?
It's London Day.
London Day.
It's QEH Day.
Rest.
Yeah, I'm writing a new album for my band, for my songwriting band. So yeah, we should be looking to make an album in the next 3 months, something like that, and hopefully we'll be supporting that at the end of the year. We've got a big tour in November coming up. Got some little gigs in March just to try out the new material and get everything moving and stuff, and then a couple of festivals and sort of more boss touring in the autumn.
Awesome. I'll be straight into the studio next month. I've got to finish and mix an album by the end of February, and back up to Shrewsbury to edit my DVD. So yeah,
We've got a gig, haven't we? End of May.
Oh yeah, we've got a gig in
May.
May.
Yeah,
Billy.
which will be good.
Yeah, in Shrewsbury.
I've got a DVD coming out as well.
Have you?
Wow, there you go.
I've got a DVD coming out.
Plug.
Oh, yeah?
Bollocks.